Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Aptitude Tutorials. Today in this video, we are going to learn about the concept of simple interest using the formula method and also the percentages method as well. So first check out the formula method. In compound interest, we are having a formula for total amount, guys. So total amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r by 100 whole power n. So this P is principal, R is rate of interest, and N is the time period. Okay. And if you wanted to calculate the compound interest, then total amount minus principal. So write down the formula for total amount and subtract principal from that. You will get the formula for compound interest as P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N minus 1. Okay. So the terms total amount and compound interest, you can differentiate depending upon the question terminology. If they're asking for compound interest, they'll clearly mention find the interest or find the compound interest or find CA. And if they're asking for total amount, just check out the meaning of the question, because money, amount, or otherwise total amount, all the three can come into the total amount category depending upon the question that they are asking. Okay. So we know already total amount is nothing but principal plus interest we get upon that principal. We have solved the same in simple interest concept. So straight away you can write down the compound interest formula as total amount minus principal. So this is the formula, like these are the formulas that we have in compound interest. Only two formulas to calculate the interest rate or the time period or the principal that we have invested or the compound interest if they have given with the basic level question. There are even more formulas. The basic formula is the same, but we'll keep on changing the values of R and N depending upon the information given in the question or depending upon the required information of the question. Okay, so let's take a question and try to solve the question in both the concept of percentages method and also this formula method as well. Here is the question. Find the compound interest on rupees 2000 at 5% per annum for 2 years compounded annually. So I'm talking about percentages method and the normal formula method also, right? So formula method, you know the formula for compound interest. Compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N minus 1. So you have the values already here. It's a direct question. Find the compound interest on rupees 2000 means this is the principal that you're investing in this question, and rate of interest is nothing but 5%. Time period is nothing but 2 years. Compounded annually. What is the meaning of annually? They are calculating the compound interest after every year or for 1 year, we can say. So directly you can substitute the values here. P is nothing but 2000 and 1 plus rate of interest is 5% divided by 100 and the time period is 2 years minus 1. So simplify this. 2000 multiplied by 5 ones, 520s, 1 plus 1 by 20, that is 21 by 20. You have square here. So 21 by 20, 21 by 20 minus 1. Okay. So simplify what is 21 by 20 whole square. So 21 divided by 20 is 1.05, guys. So 1.05 square you need to write down. 1.05 multiplied by 2 times, it is 1.1025. So I'm doing minus 1. Minus 1 is 0.1025 multiplied by 2000. So if you complete this calculation, then you'll be getting 205. Then you'll be getting 205. Okay. Calculation, that's up to you guys. How I have solved here is, I have solved in this manner. 21 by 20, I got it as 1.05. So that 1.05, I have squared it. 1.05, if you square it, then you'll be getting 1.1025. And from that, I did -1. So if you did -1, then you'll be getting 0.1025. Okay. So with that, if you multiply the 2000, then you will be getting that 205. So after getting this, I multiplied it with 2000 and I got 205. Okay. So this is purely formula method where we will be having the values of principal, rate of interest and time period in the question, and directly substitute in the formula and we'll be solving. Okay. And now let's move to the percentages method. What is this percentages method? In percentages method of compound interest, it's simply you will be calculating the percentage given in rate of interest out of the principal amount. If that is for 1 year, then you will calculate the respective rate of interest percentage out of the principal, and whatever is the interest that you got, that you will be adding it to the principal and carry forwarding it as a new principal for the next years. Okay. So let's see that in this percentages method. So here principal is 2000 guys. As I'm talking about compound interest, whether it's compound interest or a simple interest, the meaning of rate of interest is you need to pay 5% of interest for 1 year upon the principal that you have taken. So rate of interest per annum, the meaning of rate of interest per annum is you need to pay that percentage of amount upon the principal that you have taken for 1 year. Okay. So here it is 5%. So you have to pay 5% of amount out of 2000. What is 5% of amount out of 2000? 100 rupees. As I said, this will be for first year. Okay, you're calculating the compound interest for 2 years, guys. This will be for first year. So whatever the interest that you got, that you need to add to the principal. What is principal? Principal is 2000. If you add the interest of previous year to the principal, your updated principal is going to be 2100. Okay. So for the second year, you will be taking the same rate of interest, but you will not consider upon 2000. You're going to consider upon 2100. The updated principal. Okay. So this is nothing but 105. And this is the interest for second year. So if you want to find out the compound interest for 2 years, then first year you got 100 rupees. Second year you got 105 rupees. Then the total value is nothing but 205 rupees. So answer is the same. You got the same answer in percentages method and the formula method as well, but I suggest you to go with the percentages method. That will be very easy even without calculator and without the typical calculation or difficult calculations. We can solve the questions using the percentages method in a very easy manner. If it is 3 years or 4 years, then 2 more steps will be adding. Okay. In percentages method, the concept is like, first, calculate the rate of interest out of the principal. 5% is rate of interest that I have calculated out of principal. I got 100 as the interest. Then add that interest to the principal value, get the principal updated. So 5% is the same. The rate of interest is going to be the same. And you have to calculate the interest upon the updated principal 2100. And you got the interest as 105 rupees. And if you're calculating for the next year, third year, then you need to add that 105 rupees to the previous principal. What is previous principal? Previous principal is 2100, right? Let's say if you are continuing it for the third year, then your principal is 2100 plus 105 and 5%. That is the same. So whatever you get as interest, that you need to add it to the previous principal. Okay. So compound interest concept is like interest on interest, guys. So you have to calculate interest upon interest. Whatever the interest that you got in the previous year, that you have to add it to the principal of that year. And continue the same process depending upon the number of years given in the question. Okay.